Could you take cover behind a tree from a 50 cal sniper rifle? Welcome to EA Life. My name's Parker. We shoot anything and everything with guns and we see what happens. Today we have a majestic aspen tree that was just plucked. You can tell it's an aspen because if you look close, bring it in, Zach, because of the way that it is.
I don't think this is an aspen.
Yeah, it is. It's like got that signature aspen sap. It's just, and you can see the roots. We are gonna be shooting this tree with higher and higher caliber bullets all the way up to a 50 cal. It is a big boy and I'm gonna be excited to see what it stops. Should be kind of similar to the telephone pole that we shot about a month ago, but this is actually even thicker. Maybe a telephone pole is more dense. You like that? It is
You're not.
79 inches wide.
You got to tighten that thing up. That's way inaccurate.
What are you talking about?
That's not.
All right, this thing's probably, it looks like about 20 inches wide. So it's a big boy. It's a big old oak tree. And I think it's gonna stop a lot of stuff. It's gonna be really fun. We're gonna shoot it with everything all the way up to an armor piercing, incendiary, 50 cal. It's a tale as old as time. Trees have been around a long time. Guns have been around a long time. Warfare has happened in forests. What happens if you hide behind a tree? We have Fred here who has bravely volunteered. He actually just got a brand new torso. Check it out. This is as clean as you'll ever see Fred's torso. He does still have his arrow in his arm though. Oh. There's a little rainwater in it. Nothing he can't handle. It'll wake him up. This tree is at least 100 years old. It's actually just really beautiful how it can just start with a seed that takes root, just slowly grows, that fights for sunlight, that's been through droughts, that's seen sunrises and sunsets and lived through cold winters and warm summers and has so much life and experience and character and like tells a story. And today we are going to destroy it with higher and higher caliber bullets and throw it over there in the scrap pile. Okay, but in all seriousness, I actually did cut this tree down just yesterday. I used my experience that I accumulated when I was a lumberjack in Alaska for 6 summers back in the early 2000s.
No, you were not.
I was able, excuse me?
You were never a lumberjack or a logger.
6 summers in early 2000s, southwestern Alaska.
What are you talking about?
When I was a logger, or a lumberjack, I mean. I got a pic back in my logging days.
That's
brings back memories, man.
That's the picture you made me take of you like 10 minutes ago.
That was for something else.
The flannel you were wearing is literally right there.
Look how hot it was. Time just flies. We're gonna start small, work our way up. Let's go shoot this thing, see what it can stop. Oh, hit my eye. Welcome back to the shop.
Just a bunch of junk down here.
No, it's like the Mythbusters headquarters. They have like the, you know, the HQ. All right, today we are bringing back the bows. The bows are back. I haven't shot them in forever. We have a crossbow, we have a 70-pound compound bow, we have pistols, we have shotgun again. We've brought back the 30-06 deer rifle, and we got the deagle, we got the 44 Magnum. We're gonna work our way all the way up to the 50 cal. This time we are going to shoot the standard 50 and then the armor piercing 50. We're skipping the 22 today. Starting out with our Glock 19 9mm, see what she can do. We have our 9mm full metal jacket, loading it into our clip. Magazines are for reading, clips are for yipping. Shoot it. All right, it is 9mm against a tree. Here we go. All right, here's our entry right here from the 9mm, and it really just bounced right off. Didn't really do anything.
I wouldn't say it bounced right off.
Just bounced right off.
It didn't bounce off. It's in the tree.
Like a bouncy ball.
No, it's inside the tree.
Boing. All right, let's move up to the 10mm. Smith & Wesson M&P 2.0. What is it with this gun and you think you need to get cinematic shot? Are you Steven Spielberg?
I was trying to get a cool, like cinematic.
No, you can just stand there and press the red button.
Sorry, got it.
All right, it's 10mm against a tree trunk.
You see where you hit?
I think so. Oh yeah, right here. So here's our 9mm, and then here's the 10. Looks very similar to the 9mm. No pass through. Fred's still fine. He could potentially survive the video. Next up, we got the 44 Magnum, shooting our Ruger Red Hawk revolver. We have some 350 grain bear load for our 44 Magnum. All right, this 44 Magnum against a tree.
Nice center shot.
Yeah. It's our biggest entry so far. Can you see how far that went? It's hard to tell because I feel like these bullets just go in and then the wood just kind of, you know, like closes in around the hole. But there's our entry regardless. We have nothing out the back here. Back's clean. Tree stops the 44 Magnum. So if you are getting chased by somebody with a 44 Magnum, just look for the nearest tree. All right, moving up to our crossbow here, and we'll see what happens. I'm gonna shoot these zombie slayer bolts that we just got, which I'm actually pretty accustomed to because some of you guys might recognize me from AMC's The Walking Dead. You may have heard of it. I played Daryl Dixon.
You played Daryl Dixon?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was me. See, this jogs your memory. Vroom, vroom. What are you talking about, Rick? I have my crossbow, motorcycle.
That was not you.
Here, this will probably jog your memory.
Zombie! Rick! Get over here! There.
Shane! It's just the makeup and like the props and stuff made me look a little bit different. All right, we have our zombie bolt here. We have a fixed broadhead on it. All right, this is a crossbow against a tree. Stuck in it. It's hard to tell how deep it went, probably like an inch or two. I'm just gonna twist it out. I think the broadhead's, oh. Wow, yeah, there it was. So it didn't go very deep at all. Not that interesting. Let's move up. All right, moving up to our Desert Eagle. We have our Hollow Point 50 Action Express. Kind of hard to find FMJ for this. Have you been able to find any, or it's just super expensive?
Yeah, I found some. I gotta order it still.
Well, maybe you should do that. Got our Desert Eagle. We have our Hollow Point 50 Action Express, and yep. Let's see what it can do. All right, there's a Desert Eagle against a tree. Firing. Our deagle hit right here. Kind of pushed back some of our bark here. Didn't do a whole lot. Did not come out the back. Tree's still completely fine. None of our handguns could get the job done. So it's gonna be up to our shotgun and rifles. All right, moving up to our slug. And this is our last one, so let's hope we hit it. Go get him, boys. Yeah, so cool. I'm gonna call my mom. All right, we got our 12 gauge slug up next. So you guys know what that means. It means I do my behind the back trick shot. Never gotten it. One day I'm gonna get it. Might be today. Here we go. That was pretty close. What do you think's gonna happen?
Big chunk out of tree.
Big chunk out of tree. All right, you ready?
Yep.
Firing. You were right. Look at this little fuzz here. Slug hit right here just below our broadhead. Yeah, we got a big chunk out of the tree. Don't even really know I'm looking back here at this point. Didn't go out the back. Just took a chunk out of the front. Let's move up to the rifles. This Memorial Day tee just dropped. It's our Yee Yee Memorial Day tee. It's got John 15:13 on it. Greater love hath no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends. And it's pretty cool, I think. So you guys should check it out. yeeyee.com, link in description. And every shirt that you buy supports Fred, his dream of one day having legs. So first time buyers, if you're a new customer, you get 20% off if you use code FRED at checkout.
That was really dramatic.
It's a big deal. All right, very excited. People have been missing the green tip 5.56, man. They've been upset with us. We haven't been using it in a little bit. So we have our green tip 5.56 shooting our AR-15 from Spike's Tactical. We'll see what happens. This is when we really start to disrespect the tree.
The slug looked pretty disrespectful.
Slug is like if a bowling ball learned to fly and got really angry. All right, we got a green tip 5.56, and this is when it gets real. This is usually when it gets real. So we move up to the AR. AR goes through a lot of stuff. The good thing about this tree is it is very freshly cut. This thing was alive like 3 days ago. So dead wood would probably be easier to go through, I would assume. But this thing's alive, so I think we're giving it the best chance possible to stop something. So let's see. This is actually gonna be tough to see the entry. ARs are notorious for having teeny weeny entries. So I'm gonna try to keep an eye on this thing. All right, this is a green tip 5.56 against a tree. All right, here's our entry from our green tip 5.56. Always really small and nothing out the back. Tree stops the green tip. Fred is living on, man. All right, next up we got the 450 Bushmaster. We got our big fat round from our 450 Bushmaster here. Let's go see what happens. All right, this is a 450 Bushmaster against a tree. All right, firing. Whoa. That guy's confused.
A little squirrelipede?
Yeah, it's like a little mouse, like a tree mouse. All right, we hit right here, and yeah, nice little chunk out of the tree. Nothing out the back, man. Tree stops the 450. Fred is still fine. Moving up to the Gold Scar, shooting around a 7.62. What do you think, man? The 450 couldn't do it? This one has more penetrating power than the 450 though, so is it gonna be enough? All right, here we go, Gold Scar against a tree. I have no idea. I think here. I was aiming in this area. All right, you can barely tell. I think that this is the scar right here. Just a tiny entry, nothing out the back. infrared is still good. Stops the scar, man. Moving up to our good old 30-06 deer rifle. Everybody's favorite. It's one of my favorites personally. I set the record highest scoring low fence buck in the Missouri state history, fall of 2021 with this guy.
Did you actually?
Yeah, yep. Look it up. Highest scoring low fence buck, Missouri. I shot it in St. Louis out of a Wells Fargo.
In the city?
Yeah, it was like 15 stories up.
You were at the bank?
Yeah, I'm just withdrawing some cash. I'm walking out, and then I just see on the horizon this just monster buck. So I take that elevator up like 14 stories. I just see him slowly walking. It's like right at twilight. I gave him the old slow trigger pull, just like that.
You brought your deer rifle into the bank at Wells Fargo to withdraw cash?
Yeah, I'm banned now though. Banned for life. They are super cool, Wells Fargo though. All right, here we go. It's a 30-06 against a tree. So that was a better entry. That was more satisfying.
Still nada?
Nothing. There are chunks of wood on Fred, but I think that's unrelated. Tree stopped everything, so that means
What are you doing?
I don't know, I just feel like if you remove things, then it just adds to the anticipation. That means it's going to come down to the 50 cal. So we are going to start with our standard round 50, and then we're going to move up to the armor piercing incendiary. We'll see what happens. I got my sidearm ready to go. Does it look cool?
Just put a knife underneath the strap on your helmet?
Yeah.
Probably not smart.
What's that? All right, we're moving up to Barry. He has been a brave soldier. This is why I decided to name him. I'm giving him a name, Barry. What do you think?
I like it, man.
Okay. Moving up to Barry. We got our comms in. We're geared up. And I think it's finally time to take down this tree. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of messing around. The people have waited patiently. Either that or they just skipped ahead to this moment right here. Regardless, if you watched the first 10 minutes or if you're just now joining us, welcome to a 50 cal versus a tree. We're starting with our standard round, which I always keep on me right here. I think they're both gonna go through.
You think they're both gonna go through?
Yeah. Should we set the slow-mo or no?
Maybe for API.
Maybe for the API.
That's what I said. Yeah.
Maybe for the API. Let's not do the slow-mo on this one. Base, this is Ghost Rider requesting clearance to engage. Yeah, we are 45 Delta, looking at winds at about 25 knots, overcast. Roger. I got clearance from above. They're way above the clouds right now. See that? You see him right up there. You can barely see him. Get a shot of that, Zach. That's our C-130. See him? That's them right there.
That's a bird.
No. Eagle 1, this is Ghost Rider requesting clearance to engage. All right, this is a 50 cal sniper rifle against a large tree. All right, here's our entry from the 50 cal. Not that big of a hole here in the front. Let's see if it went through, and it did not go through. The back of the tree is clean. Fred's okay. Our tree stopped our standard round of 50, this massive oak tree. Can it stop the armor piercing incendiary round? We're gonna set up the slow-mo camera, see what happens. All right, here we go. Here's our armor piercing incendiary round. Can it make it all the way through the tree? Is this going to be a video where Fred survives, or can the API round do it? Let's find out. Green light to Ghost Rider, confirmed. Eagle 1, green light to Ghost Rider. Firing. All right, here's our entry from the armor piercing incendiary round. Kind of charred the front and the entry here. Let's see if it went through, and it did not go through the tree. Our tree stopped both rounds from the 50 and every gun that we threw at it. All right, our mighty oak tree stopped every single gun that we threw at it, including the armor piercing 50 cal. Really crazy. You guys let us know in the comments how much smaller this tree would have had to have been for the 50 cal to go through. Maybe oaks are just super dense. It was not too strong for my right hand though. I'm actually a black belt in Jiu-Jitsu and smacked it, and I was actually able to knock it over right here. So no match. A little bonus, if you hung around to the end of the video, you are going to get you are gonna get a signed 50 cal casing. The first 5 people, we only have like 5 of these. So the first 5 people to use code FRED when you buy anything in the store at yee.com will get a signed 50 cal casing. And then if you are not part of the first 5, you won't get a 50 cal, but maybe we'll... Is a telephone pole bulletproof? We are gonna shoot a telephone pole today on Yee Life with everything all the way up to a 50 cal and see what it would stop. My name's Parker, you're watching Yee Life. We take anything and everything and we shoot it with guns to see what happens. So part of this experiment is to see if you're hiding behind a telephone pole, would it be able to stop a bullet if someone was coming at you? This is a 50 BMG, the Beretta 50 cal, made popular Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2.
Shooting the telephone poles in COD?
If I did, then they were probably bulletproof. And same in Grand Theft Auto. If you run into a telephone pole, your car's gonna be totaled. So these things are like made out to be indestructible.
Maybe we shouldn't shoot this one with the transformer.
All right, you ready? 3, 2, 1. We are not gonna be shooting this telephone pole with live wires and a transformer, but we did buy one online on Facebook Marketplace that we have rigged up. Let's go check it out. Did you, like when I snap, then it like goes to the other one, like.
You want me to cut us down by the other one?
Yeah, like when I snap, then it cuts to the other telephone pole. Like this telephone pole. All right, here we are. This is our telephone pole. This looks great. Zach, you dug this hole?
I dug the hole, man.
Dude, this looks so good. It looks like one of those poles in those like competitions when it's like 3 a.m. on ESPN and it's like the guys who jump up the poles with their little axes and like try to climb them really fast.
Yeah, those guys are cool.
All right, Fred's back here. He's ready to go. His head has been decapitated quite a bit this week, so we got a little neck brace on him, but he's got his helmet and he's ready to go. He's gonna let us know if this telephone pole is stopping bullets or if they go all the way through, then we'll see Fred fall. All right, we got shotguns, we got handguns, we have an AR, we got the 50 cal. We're gonna start with our good old fashioned 22 to get a good baseline, see where we're at with this thing. All right, we have our 22. We're gonna shoot it from like, I don't know, 10 yards, 15 yards out, and I'm expecting it to stop it. I've never shot a tree. Have you ever shot a tree?
Never shot a tree.
I don't think I've shot a tree on purpose. I'd imagine it's gonna be pretty bulletproof though. All right, let's see if Fred survives shot number 1. Here's our entry right there. Kind of splintered. It's really hard to tell how deep it went from there, but Fred is clean, stopped it. I'm actually really glad that we have Fred because sometimes it's hard to see exits. So stop the 22.
I think Fred's glad to be here too, man.
You think he's glad to be here? What makes you say that?
He told me earlier that he's so excited to come into work every single day.
Are you serious?
He wasn't comfortable saying it to you, but yeah.
Wow, it did decapitate him.
You know, he loves it here, man.
All right, we're moving up to our Glock 19. We're shooting a FMJ 9mm. What do you think?
I think it stopped it.
You think so? The entry's definitely bigger.
I didn't see Fred react at all.
You can never tell from these entries. From there, it looks like it went in ½ a centimeter, but it may have snuck in further than that. And Fred's clean.
Nothing.
Good job, Bubba. Telephone pole 9mm proof. So, I don't know, a lot of people have Glock 19s, right? Someone's coming at you with a Glock 19. I'm safe. Next up, we got this 1911 that you just bought.
Yeah.
We replaced our pretty one. Put too much wear and tear on it. This one's nice though. You got a good deal on it, right?
$275.
275 bucks. Nice.
It's a steal for a 1911.
That's easy for our sponsors to cover.
Oh, kidding me?
Did the sponsors cover that one though?
The what?
The sponsors, did they help pay for the gun with all the views we've been getting?
Yeah, they took care of everything.
They did?
Yeah.
Great.
No, we don't have any sponsors.
All right, we have our full metal jacket round of 45 ACP. I'm not used to that trigger. 45, biggest entry so far. And the fat bullet, as we could have guessed, did not go through. 44 Magnum, pretty big step up. Let's see, not the Rick Grimes gun. I got absolutely roasted for calling this the Rick Grimes gun from The Walking Dead. I see a big revolver, I think of Rick Grimes. Apparently he shot a 357. Thank you guys for letting me know.
Rookie mistake.
Firing. All right, let's see what it can do.
Shoot it already, dude.
Okay.
Hey man, I was wondering, what are you wearing?
This is our 9941T, which is actually a play on words for Jesus in the Bible, leaving the 99 for the one lost sheep. And so we come up with this idea. Kind of cool, man. It's like a lost sheep in the mountains. I feel like there's a lot of Christian shirts out there that are, I don't know, not really my style. So like we wanted to come up with something that was like a little more subtle, something kind of cool though.
Why don't you give the people a discount code or something, man?
You think?
Yeah.
Like 5%, 4% maybe? 6? 40? Oh. 20% off. You guys can get 20% off this shirt if you use code FRED at checkout.
And all of our other shirts
And we have a whole bunch of shirts.
The discount code will work for anything.
Yeah, they'll work for anything. All right, back to the action. 44 Magnum hit smack dab in the middle. Did not go through. Fred is still safe. Telephone poles, man. Man, I'm excited now. Now we're gonna move up to, are we gonna do slug or are we gonna do the 223 next?
The 223.
We're gonna do the 223. All right, I think this is a pretty good shot of going through. We're shooting with the 223, shooting our AR. This is gonna be the real test. And then the 50 cal. We'll see, man. This could be the end of Fred. I didn't see him move. No movement from Frederick. Either the pole stopped it or Fred just got shot and just went into shock and just froze. We got a classic teeny weeny entry from our 223. It's got a lot of penetrating power. Yes! Stopped it. Fred, give us a sign if you're okay. How excited are you right now? Oh, first try, ready? I think if we had this channel for 30 years, I don't think I'd ever get that, except for right now. Oh! Okay, we have the slug. I don't think it's gonna go through. It packs such a punch, but it's too big. Biggest hole so far, as expected, the big slug. Dude, I think that went like 1/4 of an inch. I mean, there's no way to know. It definitely didn't go through, obviously.
These things are pretty legit, man.
Dude, super legit.
Yeah, I love how clean we keep the range, man.
It's all about cleanliness, man. That's what it's all about. Make your bed, that's what I always say.
And how organized we keep our shelves over here. Why don't you give the people a breakdown of like how we have this organized?
Yeah, so up here is bowling balls, hammers, targets, extra pants.
Extra pair of pants.
Yeah, that's when the guns get really close to Fred and we gotta change his pants. Over here we have helmets, Windex, fire extinguishing tools. And then right here along the bottom, you have your classic setup of tripod, Fred's old bodies, saran wrap balls, and then clay pigeons and brooms. Yeah, manholes.
You never know, dude.
And then I'm not sure why they put that out here or what the issue is, but
Oh, look at that.
dude, that is the stuff of nightmares, bro. I did not know that was gonna be in there.
That'll be fun to shoot.
Yeah, so that was for a future video. I didn't know that there was a colony of demons hiding underneath it, but we'll shoot that in another video. There you go for all of you who are curious as to the setup of the range, what goes on here. All right, we have a round of green tip 5.56 here. We're gonna throw it at the pole, see if it gets the job done, see what happens. Do you think it's gonna go through? Do you think the 50's gonna go through? All right, firing. No movement. Verde, 5, 5, 6. Into the pole. Fred. Clean, buddy. It's good, man. Stopped it. That was Spanish for the pole stopped it.
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't know you were fluent in Spanish.
Yep. I spent a little time in Portugal in my youth. I mean, Poland. All right, we've got our round. It's been ready to go. I always keep it on me, just in case. We have our silver tip, armor piercing incendiary round going into our 50. And I think it's gonna be the end of Fred. If I can hit it, because it's pretty hard to shoot this thing without the bipod. Let's see what happens. Can we scoot back a little bit?
No.
Okay.
Actually, probably, yeah.
Fred. That is a shoulder workout. I can smell it. You smell that?
It smells like a 50 cal through a
Wow, dude, it's really strong smell.
after you shot
I
it.
smell burning wood. So yeah, we had our entry. That's the back of the telephone pole. Big accent went through the back, and we got a huge hole in Fred here. Oh, this is charred wood. I can just smell it. I don't know if it's like whatever resin they put on these things, and then went out the back of Fred. Ugh, dude, that smells so bad. Get a close up of that. Look how wide it is. Isn't that interesting? I wonder if that bullet like turned on the inside or if that's just like naturally what the exit looks like. I'm surprised the telephone pole like didn't fall over or something.
Because of how good my hole was that I dug. I had all the supplies I needed.
You had a shovel, right? That
You
used that to dig this? How did you even do that?
Scraping away at it for hours.
You could have gotten you a shovel, man.
Hours.
How many people do you think are still watching? There you have it. You need a place to hide. Telephone pole. Stop everything up to a 50 cal. Thank you guys for watching.